What up, guys? Let's address the elephant in the room. I have a mustache. Okay. Now that's out of the way. I'll wait for some folks to come. Thank you. Yeah. I went for it. All right. What are we going to do today? Dino, you want to come up? All right, let me see. What's the link to it? Bum, 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 bum.
What's up?
What up?
Nothing. You got to kick my butt in gear, man. I've been slacking.
You were off to such a good start.
I know. I need your motivational words like every day so I can just.
Yeah, you were crushing it.
I was up till 4 a.m. last night trying to finish off a bunch of the basic crap.
We can work on it right now.
Yeah, like I've messed up the WordPress site, like just like changes things around like colors and this or that or fonts and whatnot, and I've jacked it up probably 5 or 6 times and had to start all over again. And
Well, let's take a peek. Let's get in here.
yeah. So I'm not real familiar with that. Like I said, I've never really set up the WordPress stuff. But I was in there and I was playing around. I was watching some tutorials and stuff last night because I was like, man, I'm tired of messing this up because I'll sit there and get something set up and it looks perfect for desktop, and then I'll switch over to the tablet or the phone, and then it's like this is garbage. And then I sit there and I try and change something over there, and then it
Right.
messes up something on the main page. I'm like, what is going on?
Will you send? How do you spell curiosity? Why can't?
It's a tough one. It took me a while to get it.
Is that C
There's
U
no
R?
U.
Oh,
Yeah, that's where because curious. And cause I was going through that myself, and I was like, "Crap, I keep spelling it wrong." And then I was
yeah.
about to buy another domain to uh, have that one to pull because of the misspelling possibilities. But
What up, bro? Grammar going big dog. All right. So one thing with Thrive themes, very cool, very awesome. I probably and am underestimating how weird it is when it's your first time using it.
like it's pretty self-explanatory for the most part. Like I was in there getting stuff done, and it's just like using the templates sometimes. Like
Mm-hmm.
there's like a drop-down menu, and I'm trying to change where like I changed my back end or on my header to like black, and then I changed all the letters on the main, but on the drop-down menu, and then I hover over it, the white letters go black, and I can't figure out how to change that. Or there's like maybe
Right.
when you hover over it, there's like a underline, and I can't get rid of that underline, and it may
Yeah.
just be that specific template for that drop down menu. But then
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, there's just little things like that that I'm trying to like just tweak little crap that doesn't really matter, but and then I wind up jacking everything up. So
Well, let's hop in here and see what this looks like.
I haven't done anything on that. I was jacking around with the top stuff, and I got all my Facebook set up and my ad accounts and my
That's
Instagram
good.
and all that stuff last
Yeah,
night. But
that's good so far. So when you start with Thrive, you've got the Thrive dashboard. Or, I'm sorry, you've got Thrive themes.
Yeah, because then too, I was like going into Architect and editing in there, but they said if you're using the theme template, you should go to the theme builder and edit from the pages you have built in there or something.
Yeah, so that's where it gets confusing. So you've got the Thrive Architect, which is where you edit like the actual content. So think like blog post, um, the actual content on a specific page. But then the Thrive Theme Builder, think header, footer, sidebar, um,
The
stuff like
bones, basically.
yeah. So that one, if you make a change with the theme builder, it edits everything that's in that same theme.
Yeah. So there's where I was like, I mean, I'd get onto it and play around with it for a couple hours, and I wind up, oh, this looks good, and then I screw myself, and I have to go back and I just restart. I've done that probably 4 or 5 times already.
Right. Yeah.
So
I did. Let me show you what I did. I uploaded. I don't know if you saw this, but I uploaded this page straight to this.
okay, yeah, I thought I saw like an asset or something in there. I just didn't like quite click on it or know where to do with that, or if that's actually or how that works. But
Yeah. So you just replace this with your um, with all of your data. I got come here and edit this. Put your kit opt in there, and then you can put your Spark Loop in there, and you can really just start running ads to that.
okay,
And then just make the conversion this thank you page. So just be any page that has thank you on it.
gotcha.
Um, and if you run that, I'm running that one, and it's getting like, you know, under $1 email opt-ins.
That's perfect.
Yeah. So I did. I've got the email newsletter going on now. I'm running ads to this email marketing worksheet, and I'm actually doing it different this time. I'm testing out just straight forms. So I'm actually
Okay.
just running. So I'm trying to find a way that I can help the most people as quickly as possible. And if your lead magnet's not getting, if not below $1 on leads, Sparkloop is good, but it's not going to like offset it entirely. So I want people to consider if you can do a form and it's like 70% cheaper, it's probably better to do that and just not worry about Sparkloop, because you can't do Sparkloop with a form or with a Facebook ad form.
Okay.
So it's kind of a little bit of a give and take there. So I'm working on that. Right now, though, I haven't dialed those in, so it's like $4 for an email, which is not in the zone that I'm trying to get in.
Really?
Yeah, um,
4x.
yeah. But
Just
uh,
dialing it in though.
yeah, so it is fun having a fresh account. Um, don't know why this one's not running. Um, and we'll go all over this next week. If you guys aren't already registered for it, register for the free 5-day email marketing challenge. It's going to be Saturday. Or I'm sorry, Monday through Friday at noon every day. Um, Probably will be the only like free one that I do. So it's definitely something to at least register for and watch the replays. I know at 12 o'clock is like not doable for a lot of people. But I'm going to show you guys how to do stuff like this. How when somebody opts into your list, it sends them through these things. So for the newsletter, I'm sorry, for the email, I send them immediately through the sequence that encourages them to do several different things. Mostly my big affiliates, and then like right here, I give them a little tip. Um, this one's in draft, but so when somebody opts in, it immediately sends them these 4 emails, and that's like the nucleus of affiliate marketing, is getting people into that onboarding email sequence and then hitting them up with whatever your best converting offer is. Another thing that I'm excited about is going to be products. You can actually sell products inside of Kit now.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so like I did offer that website bundle with installation, so people can buy that directly in Kit. You can also do a subscription. You can do a product. It can be fixed price, pay what you want, or payment plan. Um, Pretty sweet. I mean, the pages aren't like wild or anything. You can also do uh, instant download.
That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Something code, and you can also do a paid newsletter. Um, One thing that when last week I was in um, Portland, and I actually had dinner with the folks at Kit, and like Pat Flynn was there. It was really cool. Got to meet him. Um,
Sweet. You guys have some good talks.
yeah, yeah, it was good. Um, and then I had dinner with Flippa. They did like a happy hour. The website selling company or the business selling. But I did ask them what is going on with so they have this really cool new concept, which is programmatic ads. So these brands can actually buy placement in your newsletter, which is awesome. $1.33 per click, $1.33 per click. Awesome, except clearly it's not working. Like it's saying that one's supposed to be $1. First of all, 14 clicks is not at all accurate. 5,000 impressions. And then also, even if that was accurate, the campaign was supposed to be $1.70 a click. So that math doesn't math.
Well, so
But
their analytics there aren't quite matching up.
not at all. Total revenue, like why would that be? I mean, that's just great. And then so for basically, I sent these broadcasts basically for free. So something that I would normally charge $250 for, they just got for free. So it does kind of make me mad.
Yeah.
Um, but they're working on it, and I'm really hoping they get that figured out because that is a very cool feature.
Yeah. As long as it works right.
Mm-hmm.
Or how it should.
Yeah.
Interesting. So when I'm setting up most of my stuff, I'm like for Kit or whatever with the broadcast emails, I'm setting it up in Kit itself, and then it's just basically linked to my page if anything goes to there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't got really got to do stuff like in WordPress on the site. It's more so in Kit for the email stuff, and it's just
Yeah.
linked, right? Okay.
Yeah. So really, I don't think that people should really be worrying about like creating a full-fledged blog or anything anymore. I've added a few blog posts to the email website because I couldn't help myself.
Oh yeah, I jumped on there last night. I was looking at yours and your Entre resource and like kind of just seeing like what does your Facebook look like and setting up like the details and stuff like what should I include, what should I not
Mm-hmm.
include, and I was just gonna get like a couple pages or a couple little things put on mine just to make it look a little more official. I was more so just having trouble with the basics of setting mine up at the moment, but the rest of the stuff should fly through pretty quick. And yeah, like I said, just kick me in the butt so I can
Yeah.
get back on it.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, really, the big thing that you have to have those is privacy policy. Why is that not clickable? Um, Privacy policy page, because you have to put that when you run your Facebook ads. I just asked ChatGPT to make it.
Yeah, I got like this template. I was the BC stack that Liz did like a year ago, or she's in. I forgot what it is, but it's a bunch of business people get together and they have this bunch of classes, like 80 of them or something like that. And
Mhm.
anyways, they had like a privacy policy template they use, and it's pretty laid out and long. So I was going to throw that into ChatGPT, make
Right.
sure it looks great, and then just fill in information as I need it and throw that in there.
Yeah. Yeah. Blog, I tried to keep it simple. I do recommend if you do a blog to have a template for the thumbnails that you use. They really don't matter. You would be better off. Like I just can't help myself. You would be better off just doing nothing. Like this is, I mean, this is my thumbnail for this one. Like as a creative person, I like to do something.
Yeah,
But from a productivity standpoint, it's stupid.
I
The
get you.
ROI is not there.
Yeah, that's my whole thing with all this too. It's like I get that half this stuff doesn't even matter. It's just like your main, what's your content, what's your pool, what's your lead, what's this, whatever. And then I'm like, oh, what's the color, what's the font? Like
Yeah.
I'm in Madden and I'm creating my character, and I
Right.
spend 4 hours creating a character and I haven't even played yet.
Yeah. Let me show you. Let me show you how like inside of Thrive. Well, let me find a post I'm actually working on. Um,
And then there with the post, you're basically you got your template already ready to go, and then you just kind of change things in there, or how's that work?
Yeah. So when I do a new post, it comes up like this. So this little placeholder, this is where whatever I put as my featured thumbnail. So here, let's just start. Let's pretend that we're starting from scratch. Let's actually start from scratch. I'll do something. Add post. So I click add post. I'm going to say Poppy AI for email marketing. That's good. That wouldn't be good, but
Yeah, I get what you're saying though.
so I'll just call it Poppy AI actually. So I do that. Basically, just do a couple of basic things. Oh, I missed the programmer's question. Are you guys having any luck with using his strategy? Yeah, so I've used his strategies. It's not for the faint of heart. Like you got to spend a decent amount of money on paid ads, and the tracking can be tedious and can be give you a headache. But it works. It's not for everybody, but it definitely. Matt knows what he's talking about for sure.
Yeah, I've been in there. I've been looking over stuff. I just haven't really dove too far into any of his stuff yet, but I can see where,
Yeah,
once you dial that stuff in and really get into it, like it's there. But yeah, a little bit of upfront money and
yeah.
testing and stuff like that.
He and I have like similar. We have a lot of overlap, but also we both do things that the others don't. Like he doesn't do any sort of influencer marketing. He doesn't really do any branding. He does mostly behind the scenes paid ad stuff. Doesn't do any list building. So he's really just his method's great if you want to like really stay behind the scenes, which a lot of people do. But yeah, okay. So we've got this category. Since this is small, I don't even have any categories set up yet. I could do that later. I do save draft, and then make sure that you don't ever do anything in here if you're using Thrive Architect.
Okay.
That needs to stay blank. I come in here to launch Thrive Architect, and now I have all of this. So this stuff here, like this, I don't edit that at all. The only thing I edit is this post content. If I want to edit this stuff, I have to go to edit template, or this button right here is the Thrive theme editor. And this is going to edit the title banner without sidebar. Okay. And then the big thing that becomes a headache that's super important though, is that you check to make sure that things look okay on mobile, because
that's where I kept jacking stuff up. Because like, all right, I get the website part to look good, then I go over the mobile, and so it's like, oh, this isn't right at all, and I adjust it, and everything gets jacked up. So that's kind of where I was struggling, but I'm starting to get the little hang of it. Like I said, I watched some tutorials from Thrive Themes. They got a good YouTube channel and all that stuff. So
yeah, once you get it, you get it, but it definitely takes a little bit to get it.
And then I was like got global settings and stuff like that too for this. So like you can upload basic stuff, and that basically you just like use like you put address, and then wherever that's at, it automatically throws that in there, like privacy policy. Can't you just like upload one and then any page and it links or something like that?
Yeah, I should do that for this, but for this I'm just going to put the direct link.
Yeah, no, you're good.
And then you kind of start getting with this like little stuff like again, you talked about the color, so like you have the difference between like the hover, and then you've got like text color versus hyperlink color. So like here, like if I wanted to actually edit that, I would have to do that. And then you've got things like if you want to actually edit the font across the whole website, you have to go to the theme builder, or the what do they call it? Yeah, the theme builder. You go in there and you edit the.
Yeah, because I did that. I went there to Theme Builder, and like it's like your branding section is basically what it's talking about, and going through you can select your headings, and I did all that, and then I was actually in a page and it wasn't taking it, so there was like a gear icon towards the top left on page, and then that page I had to go in there and change it as well. I don't know, it's kind of weird.
So when I'm doing like a page or a blog post, so when it's the same thing. This is a post. So a post is like something like an article. A page, most of what you guys are going to do is going to be focused on pages.
Kind of like landing pages, and like it's
landing
just
pages. Yeah. You can use posts too. and you can run ads to posts, but for the most part, you want to use pages. So like the one I made you, the ChatGPT cheat sheets, that's going to be pages.
Gotcha.
So like with this, if I wanted to add content, I'd click up here and I would do text, and then do blah blah blah. And then all the different things that I'd want to add, I would grab those from up here. Like if I want to do image, do that. But then,
Like, what about like if you're trying to throw one of your affiliate links in there in that post or something? How does that work?
so if I want to throw an affiliate link, I would click this, and then I'd come up to the link, and then I would find whatever the link is, paste that in there, insert, and we're good to go.
Gotcha. Okay. I don't know if there's like a special, ad element on the side, or I don't know if it's just that easy.
No, you can. I do have another tool I use called Lasso that will put like. Let me show you one I just did. So I've been trying to go for some low-hanging fruit keywords like oink discount code.
Yeah.
So I made this blog post.
What you think about Oink?
I love oink. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like a Viral View keeps trying to steal half
The
the right
Viral
things.
View just added fetch sales today.
Of course. It's like wait a few days to a week or two, and then whatever he's doing new, they're taking. Which I mean, it's fine. It is what it is. But
Right.
I
It's
mean, he's doing some
definitely
great stuff. He's a good guy.
Yeah, he is. But like for this, this is just a little bit of short code. Using a tool called Lasso, which is most people don't need it. I know Matt teaches Lasso. Very cool, but like relatively expensive. So if you look at this, those things are actually just little bits of short code.
Gotcha.
So I make those in another thing. So I like this one, coupon. So that does come with anybody that buys that bundle that I was offering. That does come with that. So what else? But yeah, then the big thing, is making sure it looks correct on mobile.
So I was just looking and thinking about stuff too. So they said something about using content blocks. That way, it kind of everything stays where it needs to be. So you'd use a text box instead of that, or would you do a content block and put your text in there, so it kind of going through the different sites, or like mobile and all that, or what?
Yeah. So I sometimes like if I'm doing a sales page, I'll use blocks like just to start it. But I usually end up editing them pretty severely like this. Like if I wanted to do like a pros and cons list, I could do that. And the cool thing about these is that they're already going to be formatted so that they are going to look correct on.
Gotcha. So like, I mean, just that basic template for that page, it already has all the dimensions and whatnot. And then when you put stuff in there, it just goes how it needs.
Right.
Gotcha.
But if you were to make that yourself, so you start to get in trouble with things like, let me show you where you get in trouble. Images. So like some people will do size, they'll use like percentage, and instead of that they'll make it like this or like this.
Mm-hmm.
But then when you look at desktop or
it's percentage of that screen as well, basically.
Yeah, so instead of percentage, you want to use pixels. So that's going to fill it. So just little stuff like that. And then you've got stuff like, let's say that you wanted to add something over on the side.
Throw it into columns.
Mm-hmm. The column, the padding on the column starts to get kind of wonky.
Yeah, because I think that was the original issue I had, like on my header, because I had one up there, just kind of real plain one, and then it had two or three columns. And then when I went to go to the mobile views, it was way messed up and looking all weird, and I tried to edit that. So like I went to another one that I think it just had a custom menu, and that went a lot better as far as the layout when switching between the two.
Yeah, like if you look here, like notice how I removed that, but it created all this junk. Like it made this column, but then it added a column for them both. So I'd have to delete that, and then you see now I've got, this is where it starts to get like a little bit out of control.
Mm-hmm.
So it's actually inside of a column. If I want to get it back, I have to grab that
and
and
then drag it out.
drag it out and then delete that. As you see now, I've got, so you can get, it can get sloppy. But that's, that's what you get the hang of it over time. And then once you really get the hang of it, you can do stuff like animations, add, zoom in, just little effects and stuff.
And then it's good though to kind of keep stuff light as far as keeping everything responsive and things like that
Yeah.
too. You don't want,
Less
that's
is
one thing
more.
too. Like with my header or like my logo and stuff like that. Like I've made in Canva and then had a high res file. Then I threw it in there, but I was like, oh wait a second, the page
Yeah.
loading times you're probably going to want something way less than that. And then
Right.
anyway, it's just trial and error, things that I don't really know about, and
Yeah.
you figure out along the way. I'm getting there.
Yeah. You just want to make sure you've got your main pages are correct. Your footers and everything look the way you want them to. And like, it really, most people aren't going to need very many pages. So, I recommend making like I have on the email, I've got my basic, really plain, opt-in. You'll need this like when you apply for, Sparkloop and stuff. They're going to want to see that you have like a actual newsletter, official newsletter page. And if you use Thrive Architect, I can actually, for anybody that does, I can actually share this like, as a template for you if you want. Not that it's beautiful or anything, but
That guy there is pretty beautiful.
yeah, he's pretty handsome. So you
Like
can,
that beard he has.
I know, he look pretty good with the mustache. With the drop downs, you can edit that. Content boxes. I use a lot of content boxes. And then this is a ConvertKit form. So when you use ConvertKit, you don't actually like embed the actual form. You do a short code.
Okay. Yeah, because that's the one thing I was wondering about too, because I was getting in there and, like I think on the elements or the builder or the, add elements on the right hand side says something about like adding a form. They're like, well, am I going to make this in Kit? And then it pulls a Kit one, or do I take code from Kit and put it in here? Or, I haven't quite got that far into it, but.
And for anybody that was wondering what Sparkloop looks like, that was Sparkloop. Now, if I were to opt into these newsletters, get paid, but not for my own. So I'm not going to do that. But people can select which ones they want. That's how Sparkloop works.
Sweet.
What else? The only problem with Sparkloop is when you start running ads, the tracking starts to get a little bit more difficult.
And what are you doing to kind of mitigate that, or what's your kind of so far you found works best, or what?
So I actually had to do a workaround on the back end of Sparkloop where I actually did like a little rule where I said, told it where to go for certain pages. I'll show people how to do it. And the challenge, it was not ideal, but not terribly difficult either.
Cool.
But yeah, this is what I call low hanging fruit, ranking for things like discount code.
Yep, everybody's looking for them.
One thing I would do is I would either remove that background or I would do pick color from page.
Yeah, because when I did it yesterday, it all looked the same.
Yeah, let me see.
Something keeps jacking. Like I said, like I'll get in there and mess with one thing, and then it jacks something else up, and I'm like, what am I doing?
Yeah, it can be a nightmare. So to here, edit header, backgrounds. This is where it gets a little bit wonky too, because you got, the reason it didn't match is because the opacity was down.
Ah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so now it should match. So you put the right hex code, but it just was the wrong opacity.
Yeah, and I actually adjusted that at some point in one of the times I did it, and it was perfect, and just like
And then I would come here in the form, add connection. This is where you sync your kit.
Because I thought it was on there too, but.
Oh, you might have used. Did you use the kit extension or plugin?
I can't remember. I thought it was on there, but maybe I'm wrong. Because I thought I added it, but.
And then you have to make sure we have that form. Doesn't matter which we use.
I probably got to actually get my plan started because I haven't been back on there since last time. It's on my list. My checklist is getting a lot smaller now.
Yeah. Here we go. Claim. Oh, wait, no. Yeah. So one thing I've been using lately is the word claim instead of get. So claim makes it sound like more of a gift. Important. I have to use my version of it for now.
Make it look so easy. Nah, it's not that hard. I'm sure for you it's just like muscle memory by now.
If this will freaking open, here we go. View site. Confirming redirect to this. So one thing you can do is you could do auto confirm new members. The problem with that is that then they won't click the email, so this will force them to click it, or it doesn't include them. But we will we'll have it on double. All right, so now that is made, save and publish. We will go here, refresh, ChatGPT cheat sheet, boom, boom. Show success notification, okay. So that's good. And then I would just do a quick purge.
Boom, there she goes.
Mm-hmm. And then, you check your maybe I like to make it so you can kind of still see these. I like to keep it all in frame if I can. Footer, you'd want to edit the footer. Do that later.
Yeah, because I went through and I edited all that, and also too, on top of the privacy policy, should I also put the affiliate disclaimer down there with that stuff too?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So if you had Spark Loop set up, it would have shown the Spark Loop right there. Now let's go in here and make sure that it worked.
It's always good to go through there and test these with that fake email site or whatever, just to make sure everything's
Mm-hmm.
working as it should. Gotcha.
Might not have saved it on time. Don't know why. Maybe I have to do this first. I've never added one immediately.
Yep, there I am being difficult again.
I've never had it. It might be a lag on which it shouldn't take long. Might be because it's the first one.
Yeah, I haven't really jumped into Kit and set much of that up at all, but it's on my list. My goal is by Monday for our stuff is to have website
Oh, I
fully
know why.
rolled out, ready to go, have stuff done.
Here it is. I know why it's not showing up because I didn't confirm. Boom.
There it is.
So that's the thing with the double opt-in is that somebody could have opted in, and if they didn't open and click, they don't show up.
Well, it makes sense too, but it also doesn't like help for not having your emails as spam too and things like that.
Yeah, I'm starting to kind of lean towards maybe the better option is to let them in and then just delete them at the end if they haven't clicked anything.
Gotcha.
But I don't know. But yeah.
Okay.
So you have a subscriber.
Woohoo!
I don't know when it shows up here though.
One down, 10,000 to go.
Mm-hmm. And then once you have the next step is to be a visual automation. You don't have you get the paid one first, but you do basically something like start building, join the form. We only have that one form, add event, and then you do another one. You do email sequence, add email sequence, then you'd actually write one. Ugh. Oh, I don't think I can because we don't have the paid one.
See, there I go. Slacking again.
Oh, it's showing. Oh, there we go. Yeah, we can do it. All right. So then in here, I could write.
So this is the follow-up after they opt in for the cheat sheet, right?
Yeah. So this is actually going to be the day after. If you want to send it immediately, you could do 0 days, but I do one. And then if you're going to do a broadcast like a weekly on Friday, I turn Friday off so you don't double email them right out of the gate.
Okay.
You can choose a template if you want. I just use the basic one. Keeps it easy. Then you can come in here, write your emails. I recommend everybody do what's called a snippet. Create a block snippet. You put like a list of something like that, and then you would put that. So then every time in your email,
At the
when you
bottom, it would just have.
yeah, so you can create like little blocks of stuff that you use regularly. So like so now if I want, I can just go /snippet, and I can do recommendations. It's gonna pop that in there, and then I just put that at the bottom of all of my emails.
All right, putting out a little sauce today.
Are you in Seattle?
No.
Oh, you might want to update your address.
Yep. Amazon's there.
Yeah, Starbucks. But yeah, so that's good. But now we can also go back in here and once you're on the paid plan, we can come in here to earn paid recommendations, set up paid recommendations, join creator network, set up recommendations. Next.
Will it let me jump in there while you're on there? I'll just upgrade it real quick.
Probably not.
Hey, 1 day left in my trial.
Pushing it to the limit.
I honestly, like I said, I've been on a bunch of other crap. So, the creator plane, is that the one?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then another thing that we talked about is the pretty links. We'll get your affiliate links and we'll put them in here, and then we'll put them into your email sequences, and you'll actually be able to track all of the clicks that you're getting. What was I just about to do? Oh, pages. So for this, I'm just going to take the code.
Okay, I'm on the creator plan. There you go.
Nice. Welcome to the big leagues.
I know. Well, it was on my list. I just haven't, like I said, I've been jacking with other crap and overthinking 10 times everything else. And yeah.
So this is good to go now too. Only thing. I'm going to change that picture, and then yeah, it should be good. All right, let me check now that you're approved. Go through and set this up. And then once you do that, I think we can actually turn on Spark Loop, and I can get you basically set up to run the version of the ads that I've been running.
Sweet.
Yep.
That is my goal. I'm getting a haircut after we're off of here, and then I'm back and in.
Nice.
I think I'm gonna keep my beard though.
Should do a mustache.
I can't, man. Like I gotta keep mine short just because I can't stand the hairs getting in my nose, and like when I'm eating, even if I cut,
yeah.
I don't got the good mustache hair either. It's kind of weird.
Oh, good. Alrighty. Well, I gotta bounce. I gotta get a couple of things done before our 12 o'clock show.
Yep. Same.
But yeah, if you guys are watching the replay, be there Monday. Actually, I'm gonna have to delete this because I showed your API key, I think, at one point.
Okay.
Yeah. But all right, guys.
All right.
We will see you next. I'll see you hopefully on Monday. It's gonna be sweet.
All right. See ya.
Bye.